And welcome to Alouettes Flightdeck Live. Live from TD Place in glorious Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. I'm Tim Capper. This is Cliffy D. Welcome to the brand new looking Flightdeck Live. Cliff, what ending? After one of the worst footballs, in my opinion, one of the worst footballs in one half of footballs that I've seen all season. Yeah, it's what a way to go. What a way to go out.
You talk about character win. This was a character win by the Montreal Alouettes over the Ottawa RedBlacks. Yeah, that first half of football was a dog's breakfast. There is just no two ways about it. Caleb Evans did not look good at all. He made very poor decisions, just didn't have it together, was throwing interceptions, fumbled the ball. I mean, he turned the ball over 3 times, and somehow, some way, the Alouettes were still not completely out of it.
No, it was actually almost a 4 times, second time into double coverage. But Al's got a reprieve in the fourth quarter. There was a DPI on the actual play itself. No, it was incompletion on the play itself, and that led to the play where Jorge Mayala was left wide open and brought the ball down to the 5-yard line. But first and goal with less than 2 minutes, or less than a minute and a half less than a minute left in the game itself. But character, man. I mean, if you were to say one word for this game itself, it's complete character.
100% character win. I mean, this is what championship teams are made of. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. It's ugly as hell, but my God, the Alouettes, they found a way to make this work, and it was just absolutely incredible. My God. I mean, say what you will about Caleb Evans, he redeemed himself.
It's funny. At one point during this game, he actually had the exact same attempts and completions as he did in that game, the entire game last week in Saskatchewan versus Saskatchewan. So,
and credit to the Ottawa RedBlacks, they were scrappy as hell. They just
kept a running game.
Yeah,
it was. They came to play. Owls really could not seem to have anything to do. It could not stop anything when it came to rushing, but they did what they had to at the end. Coming back from just being down 17-3 at halftime. What a way to come back, win this game, 25-24. Win 3 in a row. 4-0. 6-3 on the season.
6-3. Yep.
Yeah, and we'll get more into this once we go to once we have our podcast this Wednesday. But just to start off, Caleb Evans ended up being 24 of 36 for 333 yards, 2 touchdowns. After last week's rushing game, it did suffer a little bit this week, but maybe something that they will be working on, obviously heading into the short week on Thursday versus Winnipeg. Leading rusher actually was Caleb Evans, 49 yards, and leading receiver. I don't think we have any need to have any guess who the leading receiver was this week for the Alouettes.
We feel the need for Sneed. Tyler Sneed with not 1 but 2 touchdowns.
2, and leading receiver the Big Mac with 116 yards. What again?
What a performance! I mean, just absolutely outstanding. It was just one of those weird games where you had to play right to the whistle. You had to. Okay.
Well,
sorry, technical difficulties.
But you know what?
First time trying a new format, folks. We make mistakes. Things are going to happen. Just we roll with it. So,
yeah.
Tim, what about this defense? I mean, by the fourth quarter, they were cooked.
They were completely gassed. I mean, and again, I think it was all about momentum. And you got the stops when they needed to. And then the offense. The offense finally came alive into this game. Through a game and a half, if anybody was watching on social, this team, because the Owls surprisingly wore their red jerseys tonight, they've been outscored 34-6 in a game and a half. And they just did what they had to do.
That's really what it comes down to. It's just, as we said, this is a character win. This is when winners find a way to win. And that's exactly what the Southwest team is. Now, I'm not saying that the Ottawa RedBlacks are losers because, again, they put in a hell of an effort. So, I mean, Dustin Crum definitely, with his feet, nearly beat the Alouettes. I mean, that's just really what it came down to. Is the last team that had the ball was essentially going to score and win. And that's really what it came down to the Alouettes.
And it's very true that Crum touchdown could have been the backbreaker.
That should have been the backbreaker.
Yeah. But, again, just all around this team just did exactly what they needed to do. And, again, short week, Thursday versus Winnipeg. It'll be very interesting to see who's going to start at quarterback, and then from there, how they can make the corrections that they need to do to play this Winnipeg team, no matter who's at quarterback, despite what we saw this week in Calgary, this Winnipeg team we know can win.
Yeah, exactly. This is, I was worried that the Alouettes were maybe going to be looking past the RedBlacks as far as going up against Blue Bombers next Thursday, but if they did, they got reminded, like, no, you got to play this game and you got to win. And sure enough, they did what they had to do. They won the game, and now they are facing, on a short week, a very tough Winnipeg Blue Bombers team. Despite the fact that, yes, they just barely beat the Calgary Stampeders, it's going to be a tough match no matter what. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what's going to happen on Thursday. But this was a hell of a win, man. This is
it was, again, a character win. If you happen to miss any of this broadcast, you can head over to our YouTube page, youtube.com/Alouettes Flightdeck, and make sure, obviously, to check all of our socials. And obviously, we will be coming to you via this Wednesday with a brand new show.
Yeah, no, this is. There's not much more I can say at this point, but yeah, definitely. If you're not subscribed to us already, make sure you subscribe. If you're on YouTube, make sure you're following us. Make sure you leave comments, like, subscribe. However you follow the Flightdeck, make sure you tune in, because I think this coming Wednesday show is going to be an absolute bar burner, just like this match was.
Exactly. So we're about to be kicked off of here at TD Field in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. We love being here for you guys. Stay tuned for the show, and obviously for the next Flightdeck Live that will be coming to you on Thursday following the game in Winnipeg. So for everybody here at TD Place, for Cliffy D, I'm Tim Capper. We'll talk to you soon.